Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting together an OVS topper for the Lightning. I decided to get away from the tonneau cover. I want a little more storage going upward and the security instead of having a soft topper that I have on there now, which when I first got it was temporary. It was like $200, so I figured I would get something else later, which I did. So here it is behind me. It comes on a big pallet. I was wondering how they said it came on a pallet, and I didn't realize they're going to just stack it really tall. But it seems to be okay. So there it is. It's a pretty big setup here, but I think it's going to be manageable when we cut it free here. Also, the shop got cleaned up a little bit, a little more straightened out. It can fit actually the project over there in here. That thing has been sitting outside for a few months, but now that area where that truck is, there's been no room to put anything. So this table, I gotta go through some stuff, get rid of it, and same thing over there. I could probably condense it down to one table, but kind of in between working on three different things. So, all right, when you first open it, you're gonna be a little overwhelmed because it's just huge ass boxes, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad once you get the hardware together. The ends have like gaskets already installed, so the best bet probably going to be to put one corner together and it'll stand up, and then the other side is in that box underneath the rear glass. So I'm gonna probably put this side together. I'll move the rear glass, put the other side, and you can use these strips on the floor to like have a pad underneath the concrete. So that's what I'm gonna do for now. I gotta find the hardware for this so that I can just start putting the corners together. And the sides are where all the weight is. It is heavy on the sides. Like, if the doors were not installed, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Like, if you don't have a lot of people to put it on, you could probably take the doors off. I mean, I don't know if it'll be an alignment issue, but if you took the doors off, it would probably lighten it up quite a bit because, like I said, the ends are not heavy. So it's just the sides got all the beef. All right, so I was able to, like I said, just butt them up against each other, put the screws in. There's or bolts. There's 5 on each corner from top to bottom, and they want you to put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. Other than that, that's all I did is bolt those together, and they're loose so that you can line this top up. Literally, the top is just dropped on. It's not, obviously, none of the bolts are in it. So all I have to do now is get the perimeter bolts all in there and started, and then it's going to take 2 people. This rail won't, because the bolt will be in this channel and it can't spin. So you'll be able to tighten these from the inside underneath, but these, someone's going to have to hold the top while you tighten it. This is the setup. So you got a flat washer, then the little rubber, and then this is going to go through the top rail. Actually, no. If you look at it, the instructions show that, but there's no way that will work because the washer only going to fit on the bottom underneath. Unless I looked at it wrong, but no, you're going to put, the little rubber donuts underneath the nut. Of course, it will not focus. Anyway, you want this in the bolt on the top, that's it. So I have all of those in, so what you have left is just the right amount of washers and nuts, so that's how it goes. And plus, those won't slide in, you'll never get anything in those channels. Anyway, so I got all these bolts in with these rails, which does help line up the top and the bottom. And then you might have to nudge it a little bit to get these holes to line up, but they're gonna line up. And that will keep it, for the most part, square. You might have to, the back's got to get bumped over a little bit, but I suggest getting each side in, then nudge it over to get it to line up, and then have everything loose, all the bolts in, and then tighten it all at once. And then it will be one solid unit. Then after that, it's just a matter of picking this thing up. And I am thinking, after it's all tightened down, that I'm going to open these doors and run a rope or sling through the doors, coming out here and here at all four corners, and then maybe come together in the center. And then I'm maybe hang a hoist on top of the lift bar up there to pick this up. Unless I can get a couple guys over here, because they should just, like 4 people put it on. We'll see. Maybe we can do it with 2. I don't know, but I don't think so. It is kind of heavy. All right, I'm back. This is the next day. This has been like the worst day ever. I mean, just everything. It started off okay. My kid came home, helped me get those front bolts and the back set of bolts. And then I went to go get the wood to get the setup, and the power went out. Oh, it's crazy wind today. It's like 30 miles an hour constant. It's like the whole yard is driving down the highway. The garbage cans tipping over, and I had to pick those up like 3-4 times, and I ended up ratchet strapping all the garbage cans together. And then I went to go get the wood, and then the power goes out at the house for like 2 hours. So I got a cable. I was gonna backfeed my house off the lightning, and then by the time I just about plugged it in, the power came back. So it's just a little like one thing after another, but we're finally making headway. So if you have a lift and you're by yourself, this is how I'm picking it up. So I have basically 4 6-foot slings. That blue one goes across to this side, and then it's just shackled to the purple. And I got those to help with the height, because if I had the straps in line here, it was 3 inches too short. But at this point now, it's about 60 inches high, which is clear the bed by about, I don't know, 6 inches. So I could back underneath it. So that is going to be the plan on getting it on the truck alone. And it's actually probably going to be nicer because I can move it around a little bit. It's not really suspended right now. It's just sitting on these. That's how I moved it around too. I got 2 creepers on the back and then this little cart so I could wheel it around here. So if you have a lift, what I did is it's a 6x6, and I put little angle brackets here to hold the beam from falling out, because down here was not enough height. So this is getting me more height. I could stack blocks here to get the height, but I think I'm just gonna, this worked out perfect. So what I have to do now is get the tonneau cover off and get the weather strip seal on this thing. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be back in the truck underneath it. All right, we're suspended over it, but as always, there's something. So there is the stock third brake light that I have to put back on because the other one sits too far back. See what I'm talking about? This one's got a visor on it. It's quite a bit farther back than the other one. So it was touching this when I put it where it's supposed to be. And I couldn't cheat it back at all. So we're going to have to go with this one. I just like the way this one looked a lot better. But really, you're not going to see this anymore. And unfortunately, I'm going to plug it in and hook everything up so I don't have any issues with lights or anything. But the camera is not going to be lined up with the hole, so it's pretty much going to be useless. It's going to still turn on and off, but really can't use it. So that sucks that I had to take it off. I mean, this was going to be blocked anyway, but this just stood out really bad before with these bright things. I wanted it darker, but oh well. There's always something when you put something else on, something's got to go away. Alright, I got the third brake light mounted. I got this gasket going around the whole thing. I kind of cheated. There was already a gasket from the tonneau cover. I'm just going to leave it there. I think it's just going to be fine. So I'm not really worried about that. I didn't feel like pulling it off because there was going to be a lot of pulling adhesive off, and the way I'm going to set it down, it's going to just smash it down perfectly straight. So now I just got to back the truck up and lower it back down on there. Thank God I finally got this all straightened up. This is the last part. Alright, after a few trial and errors, just checking it out, I'm pretty good with it. Right along that double gasket right there, and that's going to smash down when I put the clamps on it. Back here, I am right along with that little knockout there. It's about the same on both sides. I could probably cheat the middle over a touch if I want to, and all I gotta do is bump the lift and push it over, but it's pretty good, and I can lock it down. So here it is installed out from the lift. A little tight quarters in here for me to get a really good shot from this angle, but I like it a lot. I moved a few things out of the way. Now, of course, they make these side panels now with glass and windows there, but I think I'm okay with the solid because it's just one less thing to worry about. And they got that mesh inside if someone breaks the window. I don't have the key on me. There's a lot of light that comes in when you open these side ones, so that's pretty nice too. But I think I might mount some lights up here since we got power back here. I could just put LEDs and plug it into the outlet. I don't even need to run wires for it. So that's that. Here's the setup again. I don't know if anyone's ever done this by themselves. I guess maybe with a forklift you could do it, but this was the best thing I could come up with. It was pretty simple. So again, another reason I wanted this is because just for more security, it's lockable. It's pretty tough to get in the side of this thing, and I do like that I can open the door. I can open this without opening this, but you want to close the bottom before you close the top, but it will open. That way, if you're walking up to it and you're carrying something, you want to get in there, you can still open it up like you could before. The security, a lot of times with the tonneau cover, I was not able to you know, you could only stack so high, or then you got to roll it up, and then once you do that, hopefully it doesn't rain or you know, stuff blowing out of there. You know, I know it takes away from putting like tall stuff in here, but I don't really do that too often. And I am thinking about getting an open trailer, and I do have an enclosed trailer too, so I don't really have to load it in the back of the truck. I don't think that I'm going to want to take this on and off. I have that set up to do it. The only way I would do it is if I lift it off and it just stays there on the lift for that one day, and then when I get home, back under it and drop it back on, because I would not want to reset all that up again. It took me like 15 minutes to set that up, but I just don't think I'd want to do it all the time. And then and there's not going to be a time when I take it off and leave it off for an extended period. So the only way that's going to come off is if I have to, and I don't have any other projects, because it will be tying up my lift, and I really don't want it doing that either, unless I come up with some other kind of thing, but I already have all this now, so there's no point in doing that. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I will do another video on wiring up the third brake light, because Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I don't have enough time to do it, so I'm gonna have to do it Friday or something. It doesn't look like it's too hard, but I just don't want to get into it because I'm at a point now where it's drivable. Everything's sealed, the gasket's down, the top's tightened up, everything's good to go. So the only thing I got to do is do the light. But I don't feel like pulling the brake light out at this point because of all of the delays today and everything else. So there's more to come on that, and then we'll go over how it does in a month or two, see if, you know, I'm gonna think I might have to tighten the clamps down again after the gasket squeezes down a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm really happy with it. It kind of matches the plastic on the bottom, this color. I think it looks really good. So if you do want to get the windows, because it's a lot more money to switch these out. You could switch the doors out if you want them, but after the fact would be kind of pricey. So please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next one.